Pix 11, your local election headquarters, is now gearing up for the general election in the race for New York City mayor.
Yeah, Mayor Adams making it official today that he will seek another term and in the office as an independent. Our Henry Rossoff was there for the announcement and actually just caught up with the presumptive Democratic nominee, Queens Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani. Henry.
And this was our first chance to go one-on-one with Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani after that stunning election night a couple of days ago. He has plans for the future of this city, but today, current Mayor Eric Adams says not so fast. Greeting hundreds of supporters on the steps of City Hall, Mayor Eric Adams says he deserves 4 more years. His federal corruption charges behind him. The mayor says even with everything that swirled around him, he led the city out of COVID, grew the economy, improved schools, quality of life, and even made a dent in housing.
In my second term, I'm going to continue to bring down crime, launch a citywide mental health initiative, advance workforce development and vocational education.
Then Adams took aim at the presumptive Democratic nominee, Assemblyman Zohran Mamdani. He said Mamdani is selling snake oil, making big promises he'll never be able to keep.
So this is not a city of handouts. This is a city of hands up. We're going to lift up the city of New York. And so I'm asking you, New Yorkers, to continue to stand with me.
This is a mayor that has exacerbated a cost of living crisis for New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs. And I'm excited about the opportunity to remind New Yorkers that I'm running against the man who raised the rent for more than 2 million of them, the man who raised water bills to the highest they've been in 13 years.
In speaking with Mamdani one-on-one for the first time since election night, we pressed him on those promises, like freezing rent-stabilized housing rent, free buses, and universal child care, much of which he says will be paid for by taxing wealthy New Yorkers and corporations. Well, the governor says she's not raising taxes to pay for your agenda. If you don't get more revenue, which items can you still do immediately?
So to be clear, freezing the rent is something that requires no revenue from the state. It's been done 3 times before in the previous mayoral administration. But ultimately, in the same way that raising taxes on billionaires and corporations are currently described as a non-starter, our campaign was described as a non-starter many months ago. And what we've done is build a movement, the likes of which has very little precedent here in our city. And that's the very movement that's going to deliver us this agenda.
A lot more in that interview. I pressed Mamdani on what he'd be willing to compromise to get his agenda done and on public safety issues like defund the police. We'll get it posted at pix11.com. By the way, the Republican in this race, Curtis Sliwa, also relatively dismissive of the mayor declaring for re-election today. Live in Astoria, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.
Thank you, Henry.